Anybody ready for trivia?
Well, as long as the band holds up, we are.
What do you say? Who's hearing me? How about a signal report?
BG, 20 over.
KP5. K5 PAP, 20 over.
35 over, K5 RBI.
30 over, OJB. Are you here in Gonzales, Texas with me?
I do hear Gonzales, I hear Ron, I hear UTM, RBI, got a good night going. And we got Al back on the frequency too. It's like we're going to have a normal night of trivia. So let's get started. I've got some brand new categories tonight. I have TV bosses. I have It Happened in the 80s. A lot of 80s stuff tonight because we'll get into not only 80s music trivia, but 80s news events. And I've got some ham radio questions. I've got, it's going to be good. We're loaded. And we'll do the first part of trivia. You guys know how we play, but let me review. If you know the answer, give us your call sign suffix like RBI or UTM. That'll get our attention. We'll call on you for the answer. You can give your full call sign when you give the answer. And then once you answer a couple questions like KAW does, you'll lay back just like he does, and he restrains himself from, pushing that mic button, and you let some other people play. Right, Jerry? Oh, he's not with us. We have a KAW free trivia tonight, guys.
Maybe.
I would bet against that. He's going to come in here like a bull in a china shop. But let's get started, and we're going to go to the 80s and talk about a decade that seems like a long time ago. Well, you know what it was. Let's talk about 1983. And what toy back in 83 did you have to wait in long lines to buy? Long lines in 83. What was the rage?
OJB.
Okay, OJB, who we haven't had in here much. Go ahead.
I'm going to say it was a doll. I'm trying to remember the name of it because we stood in line for I don't know how long trying to buy a doll for my daughter.
All right. Any other new players that remember what that was in 83 we stood in long lines for?
YCK.
Who's that? I'm sorry?
YCK.
YCK. Come on in, Fred.
Cabbage Patch doll. That's it.
That's it. That's the one I was trying to think of.
And with you, OJB, is that what you were thinking?
Yes, Cabbage Patch.
All right, the other choices, and Cabbage Patch is one. The other choices, Pet Rocks, Tickle Me Elmo, or Nintendo. Anybody else? 1983, what toy did you have to wait in line for? All right, let's see if you guys are right. That is absolutely correct. They used to make the claim that no two were alike.
They weren't.
About that. All right, 1 for 1, guys. Actually, you got that as a 2-pointer, so nice job. 2 for 1 is the score with 1 bonus point. Let's stay in the 80s for one more. Who got the blame for the 1989 Exxon Valdez oil spill? And I'm going to have to give you, because it could be company or person, I'll give you the choices here. Joseph Hazelwood, William Johnson, Standard Oil, or John Carter. Zero Papa, what do you say? Hazelwood got the blame. Anybody else agree?
Yeah, he agrees.
All right, anybody else out there agree with Joseph Hazelwood, guys? We got agreement, and that is correct for another point. 3 for 2. And let's do one more from the 80s. Which book written by an author forced to go into hiding was a bestseller in 1989? Which book written by an author forced to go into hiding was a bestseller in 1989? I've got Zero Papa. Anybody else that has not been on tonight?
Play the question.
Charlie X-Ray Golf, what do you say?
I believe it was Solomon's Verses or something like that.
Yep. You say what again, CXG?
What was it? Solomon's Verses or something like that? By that guy that Indian.
All right. Anybody else for 2 points? Anybody that hasn't been on tonight? How about Big Gun?
Yeah, that's Solomon Rushdie, Satanic Verses.
Yeah. Satanic Verses is what it was.
Okay, that is one of the choices, Satanic Verses. Other choices, So Sue Me, the Tommy Knockers, or the Piper's Son. Anybody else want to weigh in? Let's see if you guys have it for 2 points. That is correct.
Of course.
Salman Rushdie, is that how you say that?
That's how I would say it. It's Salman.
Yeah, there you go. 5 for 3, guys. Nice job remembering the 80s quite well tonight. Let's do one more. In 1980, what puzzle made the colors, in 1980, what puzzle made with colors were people going crazy to solve?
So that's pretty good. Can I redeem myself here?
OJB.
Come on in.
Yeah, that would be the Rubik's Cube.
That's it.
Rubik's Cube comes from Michael. Anybody else agree with that?
Yes.
Take off does.
OJB does.
There's OJB and a bunch of people. Yes, Rubik's Cube is correct for 2, 7 for 4. And Michael, good evening to you. We've got a big band quiz for you. I was going to save it for a night where the conditions are a little better, so don't touch that dial, okay?
I'm here for the duration.
All right, good deal. 1986 is the year, ladies and gents. And Lee Iacocca helped to renovate what? How about a new player?
Oh, darn, I worked there.
How about a new player to tell us what Lee Iacocca helped renovate in 86?
SRT.
There's SRT. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Pete. Well, that would be the Chrysler Motor Corporation.
That's it.
All right, Chrysler is a choice. So is Statue of Liberty, Ford, or Rushmore? Mount Rushmore. Anybody else?
Yeah, BG agrees.
BG agrees with the first answer. OJB agrees with the first answer.
And so does BG, for that matter. Chrysler gets it, and Chrysler is actually incorrect. It was the Statue of Liberty.
What?
That was a trick question, guys.
Yeah, he did Chrysler back in the early 80s, not 86.
Yeah, that was a trick question.
What did he do to it?
I don't know. Gave the shoes a spit shine or something.
He raised a lot of money.
Really?
All right, one more, guys.
He got it back on its feet so they could support it.
One more, guys. You got to beware of the trick questions. Who got the Grammy Award for the Best New Artist in 1989? I'll give you the choices because nobody's just going to know that. Tracy Chapman, the Blues Brothers, Mariah Carey, or the Police. Who got the Grammy Award for the Best New Artist in 1989? Anybody? RBI.
I think it was Tracy Chapman.
Yeah, it was after the Police, so I think that's probably, and before Mariah Carey, and the Blues Brothers never got a Grammy. Anyway, I guess I would agree with that. Anybody else agree with Tracy Chapman? Maybe the Blues Brothers did get one. I don't know. I don't remember it, though. Anybody else?
Yankee Alpha.
Yeah, or whatever. YYA.
Yeah, W5YY. Yeah, it's Tracy Chapman.
All right, YYA. I like that. And that is correct, guys. And that is 8 for 6. YYA, is that a new call sign? Did you just get a hold of that bad boy?
I've had it for about a year and a half.
I'm loving it. Sounding good. 8 for 6, guys. Here we go. We are going to, you know what? We got to finish this category. This is who rostered them. This is a baseball quiz about great teams through the years. And we've been batting about 500 on this. We started it middle of last week, and we never really finished it up. So let's do some baseball real quick here. The team is in the 1950s, and they won a World Series with players such as Joe Adcock, Wes Covington, Eddie Matthews, Lou Burdette, and Warren Spahn. What National League team would I be speaking of?
Warren Spahn, 5 kilo.
5 kilo.
Yeah, was that the Dodgers?
Your choice. That is not a choice. Anybody else want to take it for 2 points?
Then who was it before they became the Dodgers?
Anybody want to take it for 2 points? PG, go ahead.
Is that Milwaukee Braves?
Milwaukee Braves is a choice. Anybody else? Other choices, New York Mets, St. Louis Browns, or Detroit Tigers. And Big Gun, we're going to go with your guess for Milwaukee Braves. That is correct. 3-pointer for you there.
Wow.
Good job, Bill.
11 for 7. That was well done. And the Braves won their first World Series since 1914.
What year was that they won?
1957, they beat the Yankees.
All right.
How about that? Okay, good job there, Big Gun. Here's another one. This is going to be a little tougher because we're going back to the 40s. And And these are pretty obscure to me, but maybe you'll get this. This team in the 40s went to the World Series with players of the names of Warren Stevens or Steffens, Nels Potter, Jack Kramer, Bob Moncrief, which I've heard of, and Mike Krivich. American League team. Who was it? I better give you some choices. St. Louis Browns, L.A. Dodgers, Toronto Blue Jays, I don't think they were around yet, or the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the Dodgers were an American League team, I think. Or no, maybe not. I don't know, guys. Anybody want to take a stab at that?
Weren't the Dodgers the Brooklyn Dodgers back before that, or about that time frame? Anyway, 5 Kilo goes with the Pirates.
I would say Pirates or Browns. Anybody else? Let's go with the Pirates, and it was the Browns, actually.
Hey, I had a 50-50.
There you go. 11 for 8, gentlemen and ladies, and we're staying in this tough category for one more. This might be a little easier for you because of the names. Okay, this was a world champion team of the 30s, and the players on the team included Spud Davis, Frankie Frisch, Leo DeRocher, there's a clue, Joe Medwick, and Paul Dean. What team did they win the crown for? Leo DeRocher. Think about that.
Wow.
Choices: Cardinals, Giants. Let me give full names: St. Louis Cardinals, New York Baseball Giants, Colorado Rockies, not at all, or San Diego Padres.
I know some of those guys. I can't remember who they played for.
Wasn't DeRocher in New York? I thought he was a New York player. Kilo Charlie. Hello, John. Oh, the Dodgers is Kilo Charlie, and he would know. Were you alive at that time?
Sure, I was alive in 36.
There you go. There's a guy that knows. Says you said the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Only problem is that's not a choice.
Who are the Dodgers?
Say the choices again, Pete.
Hold on, we're going to AA9KC for this, guys. Let's give him a chance to play because he never gets in here. John, going back to you for St. Louis Cardinals, New York Giants, Colorado Rockies, or San Diego Padres? All right, St. Louis Cardinals says, by the way, a founding member of the Freewheelers, guys. That's John, AA9KC. Anybody else?
Yeah, BG will go with the Cardinals.
All right, anybody else that hasn't been on want to disagree? Any disagreement on the Cardinals? And you Cardinal fans are correct. That was good, John.
Yeah, well played.
Nice job, Mr. John. John, what have you been doing? I haven't heard you on the radio. Where you been?
I couldn't get in, and most of the time I didn't know the answer.
Well, I'd hate people saying they couldn't get in because we always want to move it around the baseball diamond here, give everybody a chance to play catch. So just elbow your way in there when that happens, and we'll be listening for you. One more from baseball, guys. This is kind of fun. 1920s World Series champion roster these players: Bill Wambsgusness, Trish Speaker, Smokey Joe Wood, Joe Sewell, Stan Kovaleski, and Jim Bagby. They had Ray Chapman earlier in the season, but he died after being hit in the head with a pitch. Oh my goodness. That's a bad day. What American League team was that?
What year?
1920s. It was a decade they're given. World Championship team: Bill Wambsgusness, Trish Speaker, Smokey Joe Wood, Joe Sewell, Stan Kovaleski, and Jim Bagby, and Ray Chapman was the player that died after being hit in the head with a pitch.
BG with a guess.
All right, BG with a guess.
Cleveland Indians.
All right, that is a choice. So the choices, that's another three-pointer if you get that. Other choices: Cincinnati Reds, Brooklyn Robins, Cleveland Indians, Washington Senators. Any other stations? Anybody that hasn't been on tonight want to get in? We want you guys who don't get in to get in.
Hey, it's Ron.
There's Ron. There's somebody who never gets in. What do you think?
Well, I may be out of order, but in this little town of Meeker, where I live, we have a baseball famous person back in the 30s, Carl Hubble. Does that ring a bell to any of the old timers?
What was the name again?
Carl Hubble.
Doesn't ring a bell with me. Big Gun, you're a big baseball fan.
No, it doesn't ring a bell with me either.
Okay. He was known to throw the screwball. And he's buried here in our little cemetery of Meeker. And on his little tombstone, the meal ticket. That was what he was known for. So I just wanted to throw that comment in.
Well, thank you. That's interesting. Right up there in Meeker, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
All right, so we've had a guess of, what'd you say, Big Gun, Cleveland Indians?
Yeah, that was my guess.
All right, the players are Bill Wabskis, Trish Speaker, Smokey Joe Wood, Joe Sewell, Stan Kovaleski, Jim Bagby, and Ray Chapman, who has died during the season because of an injury.
Yeah, Smokey Joe was pitcher.
All right, we're going to go with Big Gun's guess, and that is a three-pointer. That is correct.
All right.
All right, 15 for 10. Good job, guys. Let's change categories. That's pretty heavy stuff there, that baseball. Hey, here's Ham Radio Trivia.
All right.
And we'll just throw this one out. Anybody, anywhere. The X and Y axis of a spectrum analyzer convey which measurements respectively? Time and bandwidth, time and frequency, frequency and amplitude, or bandwidth and amplitude?
OJB.
OJB, then Zero Papa. OJB.
Frequency and amplitude.
OJB says frequency and amplitude. Zero Papa. All right, there's two people saying it's frequency and amplitude. How about anybody that wants to disagree? Frequency and amplitude gets at least two, and that is correct, guys.
The only reason I knew it is because I just passed my extra class.
Hey, congratulations. I go to all those guys who jump on me when I go down there by accident.
There you go.
You're not licensed to be on this frequency. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even have a license. You have to have a license to do this?
There you go.
All right, here's one more, guys. Ham Radio. What conditions are most likely favorable for long-distance HF communications? And listen to these choices. Again, let's try to get somebody new on the air. If you're out there and you haven't played, just key that mic. A is high solar flux and high A index. B is high solar flux and low A index. C is low solar flux and high A index. Or D is low solar flux, low A index.
Question again?
Yeah, the question again. I know, these things drive me nuts. What conditions are most likely favorable for long-distance HF communications?
AP.
AP, go ahead.
It's going to be the high solar flux and low A index.
All right, that is answer B as in Bravo. High solar flux, low A index, says the Storming Norming. Anybody else?
5 Kilo agree.
5 Kilo agrees. Anybody
OJB agrees.
I'm going to go with Mr. C.
Oh, we got, is that you, John?
Yes, it is.
John is saying low solar flux and high A index. Anybody want to jump on that bandwagon? I think the B's have it. Let's see if you guys get it. That is, if you answered B, you were correct.
Yeah, this is a guy that just took his test not too long ago. I remember that one.
Yeah, give him the point.
Hey, this is a very interesting question. Again, we're in ham radio. Listen to this, guys. This is wild. In what year... I don't get this. Okay, in what year did the FCC finally give approval for hams to legally receive outside their frequency range? What? Yeah, I know. In what year did the FCC finally give approval for hams to legally receive outside their frequency range. I'll give you the years they're giving. This just doesn't make sense to me. The years they give are 1989, 1993, 1990, and 1997.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I am neither.
ICK, Fred.
I think it's 1990 because there was a lot of foreign countries, that we could, you split talk to them, that'd be on one frequency and we couldn't get on, and they'd listen on our frequency.
Right. You'd operate split.
Well, there's Jimmy agreeing with 1990. Okay, anybody else before we hit 1990?
AP says B, 1993.
All right, there's Norman saying 93, which is answer B. Anybody else? Come on, guys. Who wants to disagree?
I have no mortal idea.
No clue.
That's why we sit next to the smart guys, John, and copy their papers.
Yeah.
Need a tiebreaker, 93 or 90, guys. What's it going to be?
AG will say 90.
EG is a tiebreaker, and 93 was actually correct. Storm and Norman.
Well, hell.
Hey, you guys need some help?
Hey, Jim, how are you?
What's 3 years?
I just got off a movie.
What was the movie?
Yeah, it was a trial or something like that. Anyway, good movie.
Yeah, we need your help.
Here we go. One more ham radio question. We'll give Jim first crack at this. You ready, Jim?
Oh, man. Make me look stupid, huh?
Yeah, well, here, I think this will be something you get. At one time, the FCC required HAAT calculations for repeater antennas. What does HAAT stand for? And we'll give you a 3-point opportunity if you get it without any clues.
Tango X-ray with idea only, and I won't guess it. Make myself look that stupid, Pete. I'm sorry.
All right, this is for AY because he hasn't been in all night. I'm going to give you the choices, and we'll give you the first shot at it. A is high altitude atmospheric testing. B is height adjusted antenna tuning. C is height above average terrain. Or D is hold action alert tone. Hold action alert tone. Back to Jim.
Well, it would be a guess, but I would guess C as in Charlie.
That's it.
Yeah, height above average terrain. Delta, what were you going to say? Is that K-Todd Radio?
Roger.
No,
Yeah, I
DQ.
was going to say that, too. Height above average terrain. Charlie.
All right, and DQ, what do you say there, James? Good evening.
Evening now. Actually, I need no clues on that one. That's an easy one. C, without a doubt.
All right, you say C as in Charlie?
DSL.
All right, so we're getting a consensus there on height above average terrain, and I think, Jim, you guessed that too, so that's correct.
Thank you, sir.
Nice job.
Wow, I can't believe it.
18 for 14, a bunch of smart cookies on this one. Hey, let's go to TV bosses. This is a new category, ladies and gentlemen. And this is well, it's self-explanatory, so I don't even need to tell you about it. But on the Beverly Hillbillies, an actor by the name of Raymond Bailey played the head of a bank. What was his character's name?
5 kilo.
5 Kilo.
Yeah, that was Roger Drysdale.
Milton Drysdale.
Milton Drysdale, you're right.
What was your guess there, Michael?
Milton Drysdale.
Charlie X-ray Golf, disagree.
Milton Drysdale. Charlie X-ray Golf, what do you say?
It was Melbourne, wasn't it?
Bill Byrne, yeah, that's what I remember. Anybody?
Melbourne Drysdale.
Yeah, and I think we would go half a point for Milton, but anybody else like Milburn Drysdale?
That's it.
Other choices, Jethro Bodine, John Hathaway, or Sam Drucker?
None.
Oh, God.
Jethro Bodine, bank president, double nut spy. That is correct. Milburn Drysdale is that is. That's a 2-pointer. 20 for 15. Nice job, guys.
Yep.
All right, let's do one more. Who played Gil Grissom, original leader of the CSI team?
CY.
A-Y.
I'm going to guess that Mark Harmon.
Gil Grissom, original leader of CSI. That is not a choice. Anybody else for 2 points?
Oh, I'm sorry, CSI. I'm sorry.
CSI is the right show. Anybody tell us who played Gil Grissom, the original leader of CSI team?
I have no idea.
You'll know once I give you the choices because it's an old actor. He's been around for a long time. Paul Guilfoyle, George Eads, Wallace Langham, or William Peterson, who I think it is. Wasn't William Peterson in there, like the original guy with Harmon?
Yeah.
I think that's who it is, and that is correct for 1 point. He was in a bunch of good movies. Not a real star, but he was a great character or supporting actor. All right, one more for TV bosses, guys. You know what? I forgot to give it to Al, dang it.
Oh, no.
Well, one more, and I'll shoot it over to Al, and he can do another 15 minutes or so. On Seinfeld, Elaine Baines worked for Jay Peterman for a time, but who was the actor that played Jay Peterman? John O'Hurley, Len Lesser, Ian Abercrombie, or Barney Martin? On Seinfeld, Elaine worked for Jay Peterman for a time, but who was the actor that played him?
SRT?
SRT.
I think it was the O'Hurley guy.
Oh, John O'Hurley. Let's see if you're right. And that is correct.
Hey, good going, Dan.
Well played,
Yeah,
Dan.
no kidding. All right, 22 for 17. I'm getting my act together. Let's go over to Al here for part 2. And I forget how to do this because you haven't been on for such a long time. But come on in, Al, and hey, welcome back. KE5GGY.
Yeah, okay, Pete. No biggie. Not a problem whatsoever. This is AA5KG. Hopefully you guys can hear me through all this static and noise. It's better tonight than it has been. So how about a quick signal report? Over.
Yeah, BG's got you about 5 over.
25 over, KD5AY.
10 over, W5SRT.
5 by 9 in Austin.
I'm going to ask you again, are you in Gonzales, Texas?
Hello, Denver.
All right. What I got here is I got some pop culture trivia. Then I got some grab bag, and then I got some history if we want to get into that. But we'll start with the pop culture trivia. First question, guys. Married 8 times. That's 8 times during her life. Which of the following men was Elizabeth Taylor never married to? Never married to. And I'll give you a list here, and you tell me which one she's never married. Was it John Warner, Peter O'Toole, Mike Todd, or Richard Burton?
Hey, why? 5 kilo.
OJB.
5 and 5 kilo, AY.
I'm going to make a guess at Peter O'Toole.
Okay, Peter O'Toole. Michael.
That would be my guess also.
Yeah, mine as well.
Mine as well.
Okay, everybody going with Peter O'Toole. Anybody disagree with Peter O'Toole? You guys hit it right on the head. Good start. 1 for 1. Good job there, Jim. Next question. What film opens with this quote? There was me, that is Alex, and my 3 droogs. There was me, that is Alex, and my 3 droogs. DROOGS. Was that A Clockwork Orange, The Interrupters, American History X, or Straw Dogs?
Okay, we're out.
AIE. Go ahead. Okay, Robert up in Montana is saying A Clockwork Orange. Anybody else?
That'd be my guess at KD5AY.
Okay, Jim and Jim are both saying Clockwork Orange as well, and that is correct, guys. 2 for 2. Good job. Next question. Originally voiced by Clarence Nash, in what decade did Walt Disney's Donald Duck make his debut? What decade? Was that the 30s, the 20s, the 40s or the 50s? Zero Papa. Okay, he says the 30s. Anybody else?
AY agrees.
I heard him agree. AY, go.
Yeah, AY agrees.
Okay, another one for the 30s. Anybody think it's not the 30s?
Who was the actor again?
Okay, I heard RBI and I heard Jimmy out there too saying 30s. Anybody else?
Hello, Jimmy. We're going to say hi before we get out of here. AC0OL. Adios.
Adios, John. Have a good one.
See you later, John. Take it easy. And yeah, 30s is correct, guys. Man, can you believe Donald Duck's been around since the 30s? That's 90 years. Wow. Next question, guys. One of the film's most famous sequences was Best Picture Academy Award-winning 1959 film features a 9-minute chariot race. Which film was that from 1959 that featured a 9-minute chariot race?
Charlie X-ray golf.
AY.
YCK.
That was Ben-Hur.
AY agrees.
Yep, PG agrees.
OJB agrees.
Okay, everybody's jumping on Ben-Hur. George, is that what you're saying too?
I believe that was Ben-Hur.
Okay, Ben-Hur is an option. The other options, guys, are the Fall of the Roman Empire, the Sign of the Cross, and Spartacus. Does anybody think it's not Ben-Hur? Well, you guys are absolutely correct, and that's a 2-pointer. 5 for 4. This is AA5KG. Next question, guys. What album holds the record for longest run on the Billboard 200 at over 16 years? This album ran on the Billboard 200 for over 16 years. They were non-consecutive years, but it was over 16 years. Anybody want to take a stab at it without clues?
Double SRT.
SRT.
I was going to say Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon is a guess.
Okay, Dan is saying Dark Side of the Moon, and that's one of the options, guys. The other options are Rumors, Frampton Comes Alive, and Saturday Night Fever, and of course Dark Side of the Moon. Anybody else?
OJB will agree with Dark Side of the Moon.
AY too.
Okay, I'm hearing all kinds of agreement with Dark Side of the Moon. And man, Dan, that's correct. Take a bow. That's a good one. 7 for 5.
Did I get 2 points, Al?
You sure did.
Yep.
Boom, I made up for the one I missed earlier.
There you go. Yeah, that's good, man. To pull that out, holy cow. Okay, next question, guys. Which musical band show features electric chairs, guillotines, fake hangings, boa constrictors, and fake blood? Which musical band features all that? Anybody without a clue?
OJB.
I heard Zero Papa, then OJB. Zero Papa.
I'm going to guess Alice Cooper.
He says Alice Cooper, OJB.
I'm saying Kiss.
Okay, he's saying Kiss. They're both options, guys. Here's the options. Kiss, Black Sabbath, Hollywood Vampires, and Alice Cooper. Anybody else? I got 1 vote for Kiss and 1 vote for Alice Cooper. ORI.
Alice Cooper.
Okay, another vote for Alice Cooper. Anybody else?
Intuition going with Alice Cooper.
Another one for Alice Cooper. Anybody else? Okay, we're going to push the button for Alice Cooper, and the correct answer is Alice Cooper. Nicely played, guys. Good job. 9 for 6. Okay, next question. This one's a good one for us old guys. I remember this. What message might you see if you shake a pinball machine too hard while playing it?
AY.
OJB.
OJB, then AY.
Tilt.
That's it, AY.
Okay, tilt. Anybody else?
ORI.
ORI.
Yeah, tilt. That's an option, guys. The other options are slanted, shook, tilt, jiggle. Anybody disagree with tilt? Yeah, man, I remember tilt. 11 for 7, guys. I remember seeing that a few times and playing pinball in the bowling alley when I was a kid. All right, next one. What popular TV sci-fi show features a doctor traveling through space and time in his TARDIS machine? ORI. Doctor Who. Doctor Who, that's an option. The other options are Grimm, Lost, Lake 7, and Doctor Who. Anybody else?
YML.
AY sounds right.
AY agrees. YML.
OJB agrees with tilt. I mean, with,
Doctor Nope.
Doctor Who, I presume?
yeah, Doctor Who. I can't even get it out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's okay. I do that a lot, too. Anybody else? Anybody think it's not Doctor Who? Yeah, you guys hit it, nailed it. Square on. 13 for 8. Next one. Here's the question. You got to listen to this one. It's kind of a tricky question. Here we go. Sleeping, looping, and off string are all terms used in what activity?
Name the three again.
Looping, and off string. Okay, here's the clues. You'll get it when you hear the clues. Is it sailing, horseback riding, water skiing, or yo-yo playing?
AP.
AG.
Alpha Papa, yo-yo.
That's it, AY.
OJB agrees with yo-yo.
Okay, everybody's saying yo-yo, and that's correct, guys. 14 for 9. Yeah, that one's kind of obscure, but when you hear looping and off string, yeah, that's definitely yo-yo. Okay, next question. In 1964, 73 million Americans tuned in to see the Beatles perform the song She Loves You. On what TV show was that?
OJB.
5 kilo.
OJB's and 5 kilo.
Ed Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan, 5 kilo.
That would be correct.
That's it, AY.
Okay, Ed Sullivan, that's an option. The other options are American Bandstand, the Hollywood Palace, and the Tonight Show. Anybody else?
Whiskey Bravo 5 Tango X-ray Whiskey.
Go ahead, George.
Yes, Ed Sullivan. I saw it.
Ed Sullivan. Yeah, good evening, George. I'm hearing you in Austin tonight. That's good.
In Jersey,
and Ed Sullivan is correct, guys. 16 for 10. Man, you guys are tearing up this category. One more question in this category, then I got some grab bag here to finish it off. Here we go. Which of the following 1950s films did not win the Academy Award for Best Picture? Which of the following did not win it during the 1950s? Here's the list. All About Eve, Around the World in 80 Days, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, or From Here to Eternity? That one's kind of obscure. Anybody want to take a stab at it? AIE, go. Okay, Robert up in Montana says Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Anybody else?
5 kilo.
Okay, 5 kilo, go.
Yeah, I would also say Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
AY agrees. They were all great movies.
Okay, AY agrees. And guys, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof is correct.
I like Merle Travis picking in From Here to Eternity. Re-enlistment blues.
I can't believe that never won an Academy Award. Man, that was a good movie. All right, guys, we got time for a couple more. Here's some grab bag. Here's the first one. Lusitania. Lusitania was the Roman name for which European country? Was that country Bulgaria, Austria, Estonia, or Portugal? Lusitania was the Roman name for which country? Bulgaria, Austria, Estonia, or Portugal? Any takers?
Hey, well, I'm going to guess.
AY, go.
Well, I need to flip a coin. Austria or Portugal, I believe. That sounds right. So I'm going to guess Portugal. KD5AY.
Okay, Jim flipped the coin and said Portugal. Anybody else?
Hey, I'll take the other side of the coin just in case.
Okay, Michael's going to take Austria. I heard another station out there. Go.
SKF, was Bulgaria a choice?
Yes, Bulgaria is a choice.
SKF takes that.
All right, so here's what we got, guys. We got Bulgaria, Austria, and Portugal. Anybody else? I need a tiebreaker here, okay? How about a tiebreaker?
OJB, Bulgaria.
Double.
OJB, I'll agree with Bulgaria.
Okay, we're pushing the button for Bulgaria. And Bulgaria is incorrect. It's Portugal.
I told y'all wouldn't listen.
Good job, Jim.
Yeah, that was a guess, man.
Hey, I was just being contrary to you.
Oh, that don't matter. We got it together. I mean, whatever.
That's all right. I wouldn't agree with Jim anyway.
But it was Portugal. That's amazing. Okay, let's see. Which of these movies was the first to win an Oscar for Best Picture? Which of these list below is the first to win an Oscar for Best Picture? Was it Gladiator, Slumdog Millionaire, The Hurt Locker, or A Beautiful Mind?
5 kilo.
5 kilo.
Yeah, I'm going to go with A Beautiful Mind.
Okay, Beautiful Mind. Yeah, that's obscure. Anybody else?
Charlie Uniform.
Charlie Uniform.
F5CU. I agree with Michael. Beautiful Mind.
Okay, another one for A Beautiful Mind. Anybody else?
Give me the choices again, please, sir.
Okay, Jim. Yeah, Gladiator, Slumdog Millionaire, The Hurt Locker, or A Beautiful Mind.
I'm going to guess The Hurt Locker, KD5AY. Just a guess. Sorry.
Okay, we got a guess for Hurt Locker, and we got a couple of votes for A Beautiful Mind. Anybody else want to weigh in before I punch the button here? Okay, the correct answer is Gladiator.
Wow.
Yeah, who would know that anyway? Good job, guys. Final score is 17-13. We ran over a little bit, but that's okay. Had a good time. I'm glad to be back. And it's great that you guys are hearing me. Wow. Anyway, somebody pick it up. This is AA5KG.
Thank you, Al. 30 over, and glad to have you back, man. It was great.
Well, thank you, guys. I really enjoyed the trivia tonight, OJB.
Yeah, OJB, don't be so mad at me for buying that amp out from under you, please, sir. Katie.